All right, welcome back. So today we are out with the X-Maxx, hoping that this park is in good shape. Set up the steering trim, make sure my controller's where I want it. I do have the Max out today as well. I have noticed more and more people coming up here since I've done the videos. So let's get to the top and let's see how bad this this track is. Really? I just checked this pinion. Wow. I made sure that pinion was Loctited. Wow. All right, you gotta love a pinion slipping after you checked it. What I didn't realize is that the pinion, the grub screw had already slid on the shaft, so even though I checked it and it's tight, it wasn't tight on the flat spot. So just gotta look a little closer. These things are notorious for blowing tires and slipped pinions, and that's why the XRT comes with that special cover with a bearing on it to stop that from happening. Even though it gets loose, it won't slip off. Just want to get a feel for it before I start sending it. I really think the X-Maxx is going to do better here. Oh. I think with the extra ground clearance of the X-Maxx, trying to get familiar with the X-Maxx. All right, say we send a soft jump and see what happens. Way more pop because of the suspension. Compared to the XRT. Those are quarter trigger jumps. Hoping the pinion stays on. We're on running on the other track. Shit. Guess that's why they say no electric bikes on the tracks. It's because they'll sneak up on you. See, the high center of gravity chassis saved me right there. It didn't diff out or anything. Had to let off because I was going to hit myself. Way better with the X-Maxx. Ooh, nose plant. A lot of trigger control with the X-Maxx. Somebody was telling me on one of the RCs I got to practice my driving. I'll tell you what, if 30 years hasn't got me running an RC correctly, nothing's going to. Sometimes it's just the RC. And not my driving. A lot of the times it's my driving, but all right, back in that hole. Let's jump from track to track. People voted on it. Not a lot of people. I think only 3 or 4 people said yes. So for you 3 or 4 people, we're gonna try to send it off this into the other track. Now, there's a short spot to land. And we'll go take a look at that. Right about, well, I guess I can land in between the track. So if I come from here, hit here, I'm either gonna hit the jump or land in between them. But we're gonna find out. Let's do it. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. There we go. Jumped the berm onto the other track, over the fence. And that's what I love about the X-Maxx. It's just an animal when it comes to this kind of stuff. Puddle. It cut out. Cut out in the middle of that jump. So I'm going to take a look. Connectors are backing out on both sides. Sounding like a diesel truck, if you ask me. I put the EC5s in this because they're supposed to be better than my XT90s. You can just bash this thing all day. Oh, it sounded like it flipped. I didn't want to overshoot it onto the concrete. Oh, it's on its wheels. Oh, that was a hit. Hit the trigger a little too hard on that one. Too much brake. Get back onto this side of the track. So you just jump it a little too far. Sandbags. A lot of water right there. Try to avoid the water. Oh, big puddle of water. Oh, lost control. Little kids on the track. We're gonna move off. Plus, I'm a little worried about the pinion. Ooh. So much more control. I knew that thing was going to be there. See, with the X-Maxx, I could really care less off-road where I'm hitting. Because whatever I hit, a little bit of throttle, a little bit of brake, I have total control. And I think that's what makes the X-Maxx king. It's just the perfect amount of height. And I think that's why I didn't like the wide kit on the X-Maxx. See, I just don't care about these jumps. Don't really need to slow down. The suspension will take it, ride the top of the berm, wheelie out of it, go to the outside of the berm, hit the outside of the berm, figure eight it, see, once you get the rhythm down, you can hit these rhythm sections pretty good. I don't know if in the videos it's fun for you guys to watch this, but as a driver of the RC car, it's definitely a blast. Gotta love an X-Maxx. Every time I start running the X-Maxx again, I start to realize, oh, shut off. Start to realize how bad other RC cars are. That this one just takes very little effort to run. Oh, I can't even say very little effort. It's very little effort to control. This body's almost smashed in half. That's why I got a new one coming. All RCs have their down points. Even the X-Maxx, you know, I had to put front knuckles on it. I go through tires, pinion gets loose, but with all these hard crashes, that the X-Maxx goes through, the pinion backing off, it's just something you got to check every time coming out. Check your tires for glue. Glue them. Don't throw away your old tires. They come in sets of 2. I replace them in sets of 2 until they get really bad. Get some of this mud off. You gotta love it. I'm hoping at some point somebody comes out with an RC car that can top this X-Maxx. Because the X-Maxx is go anywhere, bash anywhere. RC for me. We're gonna head back to the car, let it dry off a little bit, got all the mud off. But comment down below, what do you guys think? Is the X-Maxx still king? I mean, I run the Outcast and I have a lot of fun. Closest thing that's come to this X-Maxx is the Outcast 8S. For me. For me, the problem with the Outcast 8S is it's just too heavy. With the big motor upgrade and everything you got to put into it to make it a strong, durable RC, if you wreck really bad head on into something, you're gonna bend and break a bunch of stuff. The X-Maxx going head on into stuff, it doesn't break a lot of parts. Maybe a bulkhead, maybe snap a chassis, but then it's cheap to fix. The Outcast 8S, run it head on into a curb, man, that's gonna be a fortune to replace. Small fortune. And sometimes with Arma and Horizon sales right now, it's just cheaper to replace the RC. I don't know, it's hard to say. You know, run an RC that you like. For me right now, until something else, closest thing, XRT. But even with the XRT, you can see that the X-Maxx on a track or bashing outperforms it. Somebody asked me, what gets dirtier, an X-Maxx or the XRT? By looking at this thing, XRT is getting dirtier. That low center of gravity chassis, and where the steering servo is down below, that little hole pocket for the steering servo, that for one breaks, two becomes a big scoop for dirt, and it'll actually pack the underneath full of mud. High center of gravity chassis, basically the rear whole bulkhead area packs up with mud, but splashing through a couple of puddles and the mud comes right off, and the RC is in pretty good shape. We jumped a fence. We went from BMX track, or from mountain bike track to BMX track, and everything with this RC is still okay. But there you go. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for the Max videos next, and we'll see you out there bashing some videos on YouTube. Thanks for watching.